Is my mic on? Is my mic on?
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah. Well, as you can tell, we have a guest with us next to the freaking Wolverine pop over there.
Before anyone says anything, what you're all thinking, yes, he has. Okay.
He
has.
How you know that? Were you there? I didn't know he was there.
He sent videos.
Oh,
I did no such thing.
Well, we're starting this podcast off. As you can tell, we have Wolverine, we have X-Men, mutant-related stuff. We were talking about Deadpool.
The boys.
Yes, we're talking about
the boys.
Yes.
Gotta love that Vought.
Well, before we even get started, there is a story that the Great Stone Mushu must tell. I know it.
Like
he doesn't know.
I am scared.
So tell us what happened when you were watching
Excited,
Deadpool
nervous.
Wolverine 2 days ago.
So I was watching Deadpool Wolverine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I, like probably many people in that theater, had to pee. I had to use the bathroom real bad. And so I was like, this is probably a good time to go. Nothing's really happening. So I get to go and I start, full sprinting out of there so I don't miss anything. Now, I was not paying attention to where I was going and ran right into the wall and concussed myself and got a big old bump.
Oh my
on my
god!
my head. And I had to go and get an ice pack.
Oh my god!
He sent me a snap at like 11 at night. I watched Deadpool Wolverine.
Dan, did you fight them?
But I might have concussed
That's
myself.
so crazy. Wow! How did you not see? I don't understand.
So how I don't know. I can't speak for most theaters, but you're in the hallway going into the theater.
Was
and
it the same movie we watched or was it different?
No, this was at AMC.
Oh, okay.
And then you turn to get to where the seats are.
Yeah.
And so there's a divider wall.
Oh, so you were running down in the theater itself?
Yeah.
The hallway to get out?
Yeah, and I thought I had cleared it, but I didn't. So I went, bow!
Oh my god, dude. You made a loud ass noise while everyone was watching that damn movie. Like, what the fuck?
Somebody was standing next to me too, and they were like, damn!
Not during the bah. Well,
oh my god.
When he told me that, I was like, I can't wait for people to find out. The judgment is going to be so
hilarious.
So,
just running down the damn hallway.
That's how we're starting this video.
But I ran into similarly you in the bathroom afterwards.
What?
Oh, Simu.
How do you say his name? Shang-Chi?
You ran into Shang-Chi?
I did.
Okay, hey, you didn't tell me that part. He was probably like, are you alright? He probably was. Yo, I must be concussed.
Shang-Chi, what are you doing here?
Aren't you supposed to be in the movie?
Yo, when's your next one coming out?
Right, that part.
But we're talking about Deadpool. This will be a spoiler.
Absolutely.
Yeah, full of spoilers. So if you don't watch the movie, by the time
you don't click on a movie,
by the
video
time
on a movie.
Yeah, by the time this come out, the movie will have been out.
Already.
Right.
Most of the people.
And if you somehow, didn't see the spoilers on TikTok and everywhere else.
It's crazy. I know Justin hasn't. Justin literally has put his phone down for like a week. He's like, I don't want to be spoiled.
That's his fault.
Good for him.
His fault.
His fault.
His fault.
But we're gonna immediately. We made a video, and I'm gonna kind of post it right now of us giving early predictions. Okay, so what would you give that in a number rating?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Okay, solid. So I'm gonna give it an 8.5. That's what I think it's gonna be. Nice and simple. Getting to see Deadpool and Wolverine fuck shit up. But I'm curious to see how our scores will change depending at the end of the movie. Minus him because he forgot to turn the mic on.
Okay, if you guys are going to give someone the phone and a microphone to record, wouldn't you expect the microphone to be on already? You
didn't check it beforehand?
What did you expect?
I thought he just handed it to me and was like, go ahead and film. I was like, okay. Why would you give me an off microphone?
So you can turn it on.
Yeah.
Why? Why would you turn it on?
Because you're going to use it.
But you know I'm going to use it. Just turn it on. And I'm pretty sure, weren't you talking?
No, I stopped recording at that point.
But you had just recorded before that.
And I turned it off.
Exactly. You could have just kept it on and handed it to me.
Then have the battery die.
It's going to be like a minute, not even.
Okay.
It was like 15 seconds.
All right. Well, here's the video, and if I already showed it, whatever. But yeah, we minus your
the initial one, yeah.
Because But where was I going with this?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we're gonna rate it. We're gonna rate
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I said 8.5 initially. After the movie, I said 9.
Okay.
Okay.
Solid.
I said 9.5 initially,
Mhm.
and I stuck with it after 9.5.
Yeah, I think I put that in the back half of the video.
because it was the same one. Yeah.
Yeah. You, sir.
I said 9.5. And
Not on camera.
Yeah, not on camera. Not on camera. But I said 9.5 when we were walking to go watch it. And then I walked it back to like a 9.25.
Okay. It's not what you told me yesterday.
no, I said I knocked it back to a 9. I said 9. Didn't I say 9?
Yeah,
Yeah,
8.5.
yeah, and then
You
when
said
we
8.5,
and then when we
9.
left, I changed it to 9. I changed it like 5 times.
He's changing. He's concussed. What do you expect? He doesn't know what he's saying.
And then we also have another guest with us, but he had other engagements. I'm not gonna say it. Please don't make a joke.
Don't make any jokes. We're not doing this.
We already
Fine.
exposed him
We're not
in the
doing
last
this.
video.
He was wilding out too much last night in the movie theater at the end.
Fine.
He was wilding out.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes, you.
But
I
You know what
mean-
he said.
but Mr. Meoff gave it. He said he wanted Ryan Reynolds to be naked, and that was going to be like 5.
Yeah,
And then he dropped it to an 8 because
He wasn't
said
naked.
Ryan Reynolds
Was not naked.
which we were all disappointed about.
Right.
I mean, we got close with Hugh Jackman.
Close.
My man was just. He had to do questioning. He had one dude questioning his whole sexuality.
Right.
He was like,
That guy wanted it. That guy was.
Yeah, that guy was ready to throw it all away.
well, wait, it was like he's throwing that ass in. He was like,
He was like, "I'm calling HR.
HR.
It's HR. Is your wife? Does your wife
Work at HR.
but it was fantastic.
That movie was fantastic. I don't know.
It was
That
great.
movie
It was great.
was hilarious.
Yeah.
I
It was
was
great.
dying the entire fucking movie.
I mean, the intro.
It was very well done.
Intro is probably the greatest intro
Ever, point
Yeah.
blank.
all time. Him dancing to NSYNC Bye Bye, using Logan's
Adamantium spine.
skeleton to just whoop ass, bruh. And then when the guy talked shit about Canada, he bounced the sword off. into
Yeah, that
his
shit was
head, I
tough.
like,
It
oh,
was
wow.
tough. It was tough.
Yeah, the movie was crazy.
One of the most funniest underrated like jokes that's like very clever. It was like he's like, there are 206 bones in the body.
Oh yeah,
207.
If I put on Gossip Girl,
that was so.
I was like, I guess that's why
that
he's in
is
it.
so
Stupid.
clever. That's such a clever joke. Like that's so.
That's
funny.
so.
the movie did a great job with jokes and everything. Ryan Reynolds, like in his Deadpool,
Right.
you expect, but the fucking banter and just the chemistry between Hugh and Wade, Hugh and Ryan,
Yeah.
Top tier. Top tier
top
stuff.
tier. Like we saw in X-Men Origins, but like,
But they didn't get really into it in
This
that
was just
because,
2 hours
he
of, like,
didn't talk.
two bros that just constantly piss each other off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, my favorite was like when Wolverine just killed him.
Just roasted that nigga.
Yeah, and then
I was
and
like,
he said, I'm
I'm gonna fight you.
now."
Yeah, I'm gonna fight you now.
He said,
Because what else are you gonna say after somebody says some
Yeah,
shit
you
like
can't
that?
say that. It's either
There's
you're
that-
crying,
it's on
you
site,
kill
like-
yourself, or you fight them. Like
Right.
He's like, at least he didn't sneak him. He's like, I'm gonna fight.
Fight you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, yeah, no, I'm gonna beat your ass. Like,
There were so many things about this movie that I loved, and then there was a couple of things about this movie I didn't like, and I feel like we're gonna talk more about the things that we loved because we loved a lot about. So let's talk about the things we didn't like.
all right.
Okay, what didn't you like?
Cassandra Nova.
Okay.
I just felt like she's ridiculously powerful.
Yeah. I don't like the way she
Mega
went out.
level, and she just finger fucked everyone.
They didn't have her do much. She was just kind of
She
like
was
there.
just there.
I mean, yeah, it was more so because she didn't seem like she was gonna be a villain, and then she kind of just became the villain again, which was a very 180. But I
Yeah.
was like, she was funny, and like she was,
No,
like,
she was funny.
Yeah, like her
okay.
psychotic side, great. Was great.
Yeah,
But
it was
like,
fun. I just wish like either she wasn't there, or I wish she would have did more.
yeah.
Is where I'm at, because like you are the sister of Charles Xavier, who is one of the strongest mutants in the world. You're really fucking strong. You skinned Human Torch
Like
that.
nothing.
But the whole movie, all you did was just get your dirty finger. And Pyro said it best. Like, please ask for
I know.
Just
Just
ask.
fucking
Just ask
permission.
first.
Yeah.
You just ask and I'll tell you.
Ask for
I
permission.
know, like, don't just fucking finger
that-
fuck people.
That was something that bugged me. The TVA bit bugged me also a little bit.
I
because
agree.
It's confusing.
It is
Where
confusing.
are we
It
in
was
the
very
timeline?
confusing. Yeah.
Because in the beginning they were like, oh yeah, we're under new management. We can't prune people anymore. But then towards the end, when they get to the
I think
fucking
Agent
void,
15 or whatever.
yeah, and they get to the void, the fucking thing from season 1's there. But I'm like, but that's not
Oh,
there anymore. So
Elias.
like Elias or whatever.
Yeah. And he literally said, like, he literally was like, That was from Loki.
Season 1, episode 5. Yeah, I'm like, okay, that doesn't exist anymore. So I'm like, so is Loki sitting in the chair during
That's
this?
why I was
Or
like, the continuity of like what was actually was I could not grasp, and I didn't like. It was very confusing at first because it was like, okay, so it happened obviously after Logan.
Yeah.
It was obviously after Logan, and then it was like 6 years in the future, but he brought everyone back with the time machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when he used Cable's time device and basically created a world where he saved Morena Bachman.
Yeah, and everybody else too.
He just didn't create X-Force because there was no need.
Yeah.
And so all of them lived, except Terry Crews because they didn't bring Terry Crews or Bill Skarsgård back.
Yeah.
Or Domino or Cable. But
right.
Yeah, and so he kind of made his own little thing, but he wasn't happy.
He wasn't happy. But also, my question is, like, why was the TVA just letting that happen? Like, he literally altered the fucking timeline.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, that's not why you're here.
I mean, I feel
so I guess that was what was supposed to happen.
I guess.
I think the only reason why they let it be was because it hadn't affected anything.
Yeah.
In
the
grand scheme of things.
But like, you can't just let shit like that happen. Like,
no.
Even Loki season 2, they kind of let that shit happen. It took a while for them to get to Sylvie. They had to send.
But that's mostly because they couldn't find her. Yeah. They didn't know where she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew
because she was hiding in.
Immediately.
Yeah, because she was hiding in.
I mean, you can't hide.
No,
you can't hide that face.
Nice pull.
That pizza face is.
Yeah, oof.
But that the Cassandra Nova, the TVA stuff, and I think I would say. There was something else. I just kind of feel confused on. Is he in the MCU now?
I assume, yeah.
But he's not in the 616. He went back to his work. He's
not in the second timeline. He's in his own timeline.
I'm kind of just like.
Does his timeline have an Avengers or no?
So I'm just like, what's going to happen with you? What's going to happen with this? Ryan Reynolds said no more Deadpool movies.
Okay.
So it's just more confusion. It's not that I didn't like Cassandra Nova that much, but like everything else is more just like confusion.
Yeah. They did a lot, and it was very overwhelming. And you were just kind of like, okay, I guess we're just gonna overlook this because they're making jokes. Like that's kind of how it was.
Yeah, and I'm here for the ride. I'm here for these two people.
Yeah,
and it was just fantastic. That's just something I would have a gripe about. Anything you guys may have a gripe about in regards to the movie that like maybe I haven't said.
Well, I guess the one thing is like his girlfriend broke up with him, but like in the first movie, especially, like it was very apparent that she fucking loved him and was like for him no matter what, like always. And so it was just like. Why is
like a 180?
Yeah, it was like you really care so much that he isn't like making a difference like that. It's like really that's like such a mediocre thing that like to leaves him for like.
I also feel like it was like he wasn't letting her in too because she kept telling him, "Let me feel this with you," and he wouldn't.
But he was like, "You don't want to be with me."
Yeah, and he was like sabotaging himself and doing self-sabotage.
Yeah, it wasn't the best storyline, but like.
I feel like we could have done that third movie without that little subplot of them not being together.
Yeah.
Especially because it was so minimal to the story anyway.
But the ending of it, I like how he said, "I did this for you."
Yeah, I did like that.
Yeah,
even if you don't want me, I did this for you.
That they never made her a mutant because she is a mutant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a shapeshifter.
She's a shapeshifter. So I'm like, but I get it. Like you have Mystique, you have more.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if anything, this is the time that shapeshifters are getting like their time to shine.
Right.
But never really went that route. But I'm just. Yeah, it felt weird. I was like, damn, they're not together. I was like,
oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like he was sad and he was happy because he had people around him. And it was like, the people around him he loves, but it's like, oh, like I need to do this for her, but it's like I want to protect them, and it's just like, but you're not with her anymore. It's
right.
Just like
she immediately left that other guy.
Immediately.
That did for you, she's like
I said, damn, like that? Okay.
Yeah, I mean like that was weird. I also feel like unfortunately, probably people would disagree with this, but like the X-Men stuff was kind of out of place. Like they were all like they showed up kind of randomly, and then like I was just like,
"Who are you talking about?"
Yeah, I was like, "What X-Men?"
Not the X-Men, sorry, in the Void.
The cameo people.
Yeah, the cameo people.
Oh, because I was like, "Ain't no X-Men."
I was like, "Really? Right." Daphne Keane, but she's.
And Wolverine. That's it.
Yeah, I was like, they were kind of out of place. Like I'm like they were in like my girlfriend told me they were in like the Scarlet Witch's lair. Like that was the Scarlet Witch. Like
yeah.
That was and I was like. That's cool, but like, why is it all in the void? Like, what is like? this was all just very like convenient and very out of place.
Well,
I feel like that's the point of the Void, though, because
I guess, but like
it kind of made sense because of like Multiverse of Madness. Whatever happened to Wanda, like her death, right? I'm like, it makes sense that like that she just with the magic it ends up in the voids, in the trash bin, and then all of them being from the Fox universe. It makes, I mean, can't really count Gambit, but like all of them.
That's the whole point of the Void. There's like multiple versions of everybody in there.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, but it was just like it was more so like okay, they conveniently found them. It was just like weird, but I was like, I'm with it because it's cool, but I was just like, that's not what I expected to happen, and then they all just kind of got purged anyway at the end. Or like it, I
mean, they wanted. I think you know what I think was really well. I knew Jennifer Gardner was going to be in the movie. I expected Ben Affleck to be in the movie. Mm-hmm. I knew Channing Tatum was going to be in the movie. I did not know Blade was going to be in the movie.
Mm-hmm. That was tough. That was tough.
That was probably
lost
the
my
best
shit.
Cameo.
Lost my shit.
Anyone who rates Blade's cameo as 5, you're outrageous.
Outrageous. That video was outrageous.
He was like, Blade number 5, not the best cameo. Gambit's number 1. I was like,
that's
I was like,
no.
Let's chill out.
Yeah.
But the history alone, just to get Blade into that movie because he hated Ryan Reynolds, and like how the third movie, like he like, I fucking hate it. To get him in there, be badass, pop off for a little bit, talk his shit. That's the 1 or 2, and best cameo. But it was just them trying to pay homage. Like, hey, thanks, Fox. You know,
right? You did your thing.
You hit sometimes, you miss sometimes. But like, we want to give you guys
your props. Yeah,
you know?
Which is fine, but like for like an external part of the movie. But like the internal part, I was like, okay, like very like not like necessary, but like fine to add.
Oh no, it definitely wasn't necessary. Yeah. But I mean, there was only one of those who was very much necessary.
Yes,
and that's X.
And that's X-23. Yes,
because
and the
like,
Daphne
you
Keane.
have to have that. You have to have show that like because of this Wolverine, I got to have life.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, I wish we would have got more moments of them together. But like the ending with them together, I like wanted to tear up because I was like just you could tell like you saw how happy his Logan was for a second. Just like have his daughter back and stuff like that. Yeah. I was like, wow, I really rock with that. Cameos though, going into the cameos,
top tier.
Why do my boy Chris Evans like that?
He was my least favorite cameo.
Bro, I was liking the dynamic, and it was so.
No, I was here for it. I was like, Johnny Storm, let's go.
When he died, he was like, what? Why'd that? He had no idea what he was doing in the budget. That
shit was hilarious.
No, hilarious. But I think my least favorite is that's not how Johnny Storm talked in the movies.
No, it was that accent was very thick in this cameo, and I was like,
oh, it was like you're from New York. You wouldn't talk that way. Mm-hmm. So it was just kind of weird for me. But like, I was happy to see him as Human Torch. Like, it made sense. They somehow got Michael B. Jordan also to be.
That'd been tough.
That would have been hell.
I've been tough.
Who are you? I'm Johnny Storm. I'm Johnny Storm.
Flame on.
Yeah, good looking though. So that was my least favorite cameo. Then it'd probably be Elektra, because like the Daredevil TV show gave us a better Elektra. I'm sorry, but Jennifer Gardner she got some respect. Like from a laughable movie to like being badass in this, I'll give her. And then to finally see Channing Tatum as Gambit, that accent was atrocious.
They're terrible.
Atrocious. I was like,
it was to the point where before he spoke, I was like, "That's Channing Tatum." He started speaking, I'm like, "That's not Channing Tatum." Like in my head, I was like, "There's no way it's fucking him."
Yeah.
No, it was very, very, very thick,
Mr.
and I was like,
hit me with the, "Is he trying to be Spanish?" I said, "No, he's from New Orleans." He was like, "That's not good."
No, it's not.
He sounded Spanish at the very beginning.
I don't think they're trying like their best. And then he said, even Deadpool was like, "Who's your dialect
coach?" Because
Tommy Wiseau had a better New Orleans accent than Tatum's Gambit. That was atrocious, but so badass to see.
With cards, I was here for it with the cards. Boom.
So I was like, I respect it.
I wanted the coat to be a little better though. I felt like the coat was
he's so bulky.
Yeah, that was my one thing. I was like, because Gambit's not that bulky. Gambit's very skinny man.
Channing Tatum's not the right person.
And Channing Tatum is like, maybe if this was like 10 years ago when he was supposed to be Gambit, okay. Because
I just love that he was just like, maybe never. Like we never got our chance.
He He said they called me Gambit. He said, did they? Or did you just really want them to, and it just never really happened?
I know. Did they or is that something you made up and just never really caught?
But then Blade, but then X-23, even though it's the most obvious cameo, is my favorite.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't show her in the trailer.
Yeah.
I think the moment would have been better.
Been nuts.
The trailer's always spoiling everything.
I mean,
yeah.
No, but even if you avoided the trailer, if you watched Comic-Con, which is going on right now at the time of recording, the day we watched this movie, they showed the whole movie
in Hall H.
In person.
Well, I mean,
with all the actors there.
Like
yeah, but the movie just came out.
But like, they don't care.
They don't care. And they had all the cameo actors there. I was like, damn, this is a Friday. People ain't seen this movie yet. Wait a minute.
Like Saturday, I'm like, okay, you had 2 days to
watch it, right?
Yesterday was you had a day.
And you can't even watch it that day because you're at Comic-Con.
Right.
You can't even watch it. So it's like
outrageous.
Unless you're in that panel because they watched the whole movie. But,
yeah.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
That might be why then.
That's great. That's
like,
fantastic.
people watch the movie and then like.
That's good. What are some things that really stood out to you guys?
The humor was just.
I mean, that's
the humor,
next level. Just
the banter. I liked all the different Wolverine costumes we got. We got Uncanny Wolverine in there in the one universe.
Yes.
Like very. We got comic accurate. We got comic accurate Wolverine.
Mr. 5'3". Yeah. That was hilarious. They swerved me because.
We didn't even talk about Henry Cavill. Fucking cameo.
Dog, tough. Dog. That was tough.
They swerved the fuck out of me because everyone was under the impression that Daniel
Radcliffe was going to be in it, yeah.
Patch. And so when we found out there was still Hugh Jackman as Patch, I was like, oh, okay, they swerved the fuck out of us. And then this motherfucker's looking at me the whole movie. When we get to Henry Cavill scene, he's like, I'm like, what? It's Wolverine. He's like, I'm like, bro, it's fucking Wolverine. And I turn around, I'm like, Superman.
And then I think like Deadpool made some funny.
Wolverine.
And he
said from the back,
you better hit the
over there
next door did. So that was so funny.
He said from the back, you like Henry Cavill. Holy shit!
And then what drove me nuts was like we watched the TikTok video because I did not catch it. You watched the Mission Impossible movie where he like reloads his arms.
Yeah, I guess he did that.
He did it as the Wolverine also. He went and then punched away. Yeah, and everyone was just like, bro, that's
tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I was not expecting. Now I'm like, do we get that again?
Right, because I kind of want that now. I kind of want Henry Cavill Wolverine. I mean, he's like too beefy.
He's way too beefy.
Isn't he taller than Hugh Jackman?
I believe so.
So like, we're just leaving the comic book actors.
Yeah,
imagine
far behind
being Henry Cavill and you're literally Superman.
And now you're Wolverine. Like that's tough.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yo, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it, but then I would be afraid that we're gonna go to the route of, Wolverine is just gonna be the star of everything.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. I
don't want that because I want these characters.
Yes, and that's what I liked about the X-Men show, the animated one that just came out, because Wolverine was like in the background of that.
I feel like
fucking with Morph.
Yeah.
I feel like though, like a lot of before, I think in the past that would be a case where like they would kind of like the shows would always kind of just give like the most attention to like the most beloved characters. Mm-hmm. But I feel like nowadays, like we give like if like Deadpool's the movie or like people are gonna be in the movie, like they're not just gonna focus on Wolverine. They're gonna focus on everybody and give everyone like their time to shine.
No, it's just I'm afraid because we've had that track record.
Yeah.
You know, like you have Halle Berry and she's relegated to doing absolutely nothing. You have all these characters and they do absolutely nothing. It was just Jean and Wolverine.
Yeah.
It was just like it was so annoying. But
I kind of wanted to see them in the movie.
Same.
Like when they were doing like the flashback.
Yeah. Or like
of what had happened. Like it would have been cool if they were there.
Like, how he fucked his world. You know.
Yeah.
Or when she mind fucked him at the end, and it was like all their. I guess those were their gravestones. She could have like had him come out and be like, "You did this to me."
Yeah. And I was like, I expected it to be worse. He was just at the bar drunk.
Yeah, does it? When they got that makes him the worst Wolverine.
I was like, damn. The bar.
He didn't know they was coming for him.
The bar is really low.
Right, because I'm like, he didn't know they was gonna come hunt him down while he went to get a drink.
Yeah, I mean, he should know better. His track record with anyone he cares about dying, like.
Also, who are these humans that just took out?
I'm just gonna assume it's
everybody.
Oliver Trask, Bastion, and like.
Because they said humans just came mutant, and I'm like, and they took out all of them.
I said Omega level's just like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like.
Then we saw a Sentinel leg.
Yeah, we did.
So I'm just assuming the Sentinels wiped them out. But like, I don't know. I wish we would have got a reference to Rogue.
That'd been cool. Somewhere in there.
You know how crazy that would have been if they casted Channing Tatum's like fiance Zoe Kravitz just to be a quick rogue.
That'd been crazy.
And then been like, aren't you? You look like Angel. Since she was Angel in X-Men First Class. That would have been, I don't know, that would have been funny to me.
Yeah.
Right.
But
if they had too much budget gone with
with Chris Evans. Couldn't even get Anna Paquin. Couldn't even get OG Rogue back.
Bro, I don't know. We don't want that one. I digress.
Yeah.
Where would you rank this between the 3 Deadpool movies? Because number 1 has a very... I have a spot in my heart for that one.
Number 1 is really good.
Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day, and I still think number 1 is my favorite.
The best.
Yeah. I'll probably go 1, 3, 2.
3, 2, right? 2's not bad.
Yeah, 2's not bad.
It's not bad. The villain's shit, but... Like,
yeah. Hilarious, but it's shit.
Yeah, but, like, 3, like, without Hugh, I would say...
Okay, but we can't do it because it is with Hugh.
But with Hugh...
I'll say 3, 1, 2.
3, 1, 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
Oh, wait, really quick. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention this because he didn't know it. I know you probably didn't know it.
Okay.
Oh, the Blade thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
The way nobody was paying attention to that character at all.
The way Wesley Snipes said, there's only going to be 1 Blade, but there was literally another Blade in the void. I find that so hilarious.
I guess there was the Blade TV show that ran for like 2 episodes, and they had him in the movie, episodes. Like in the background, chilling next to Azrael.
He's just chilling right there, doesn't say anything.
Yeah. Well,
dressed as Blade. We're just not going to reference it. Yeah. They'll probably say, "Oh, he probably wasn't Blade," but it was the same person.
Right.
Same.
Yeah, he probably wasn't Blade in there, but he was like, it's the person.
It's the same person wearing the same outfit. They were just like, "Pop you in here." That was hilarious.
You stand over there next to Nightcrawler's daddy, who's also not going to have any speaking line.
Who's not his dad now anymore.
Yeah, who's not his dad anymore.
It's so weird. He's not going to get that.
Yeah. Right. Anyway.
But so for me, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2,
1, 3, 2,
1, 3, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say.
Yeah. They're all just good. They're all like just incredible.
Yeah, that first one was just so special. You know?
It was so special.
Like story wise, like for an origin,
fantastic.
The dynamic between characters, fantastic.
Yep.
Francis, great
villain. He was a great villain.
Nobody villain, but great fucking villain.
I'll spell it out for you.
Yeah. Everything about that was fantastic. I still laugh at the jokes, especially when Deadpool like tries to fucking kick Colossus in the neck and breaks his leg.
Yeah.
And it's like, like everything, like that stuff. The baby leg.
The baby
legs is great.
Like,
so fucking
just it's too iconic of a movie. I think if you're a comic book fan and you love this type of stuff, if you're alive, Hugh Jackman's been playing Wolverine for 24 fucking years. I'm 29. This man's been playing this character since I was 5. Okay, like, how do you top Wolverine? You know, and even if you're not a big fan of Deadpool, watch it because seeing Hugh Jackman cook emotionally,
great, get you every time.
Getting to see him wear the fucking mask.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, finally.
Yeah, people are like, he looked dumb.
No, he looked.
Someone posted something on Twitter when they jumped out the back of the
bus?
The bus, and they're kind of floating, and like Wade falls, and like Logan's up. You just see Logan doing this, and they're like, "Look how stupid he looks." I'm like, "Bro, I don't really care. That was badass."
Right?
I mean,
he looks
Lady Deadpool.
Cool as fuck. Speaking of that, what was your favorite? What did you think was the coolest looking Deadpool variant?
Lady Deadpool.
Lady
Deadpool stuff.
Lady Deadpool
stuff. Deadpool was so fucking funny.
I liked Kid Pool too, or whatever they were calling him, the little kid.
Yeah, Kid Pool and Baby Pool are actually Ryan Reynolds' kids.
That's so funny. They had Baby Pool's his wife.
Right? Yeah.
Crazy.
So they had the whole family.
And then you know who the cowboy one was, right?
No, who?
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, it was him. Okay,
yeah.
But that's funny as shit.
So I think it was great.
Also, why did
also like the gray and black one? That one looked tough.
X-Force one.
Yeah, the X-Force one.
Why did what's his face? The other Deadpool, like the
Mr. Nice one.
Nice Pool, whatever. Why can't he regenerate? What was that?
He's the only one that can regenerate.
Well, I mean, he has a normal face, so I'm assuming he doesn't have
cancer.
Oh, that makes sense actually.
And so, like, he probably doesn't have need for the
healing.
Yeah.
He's just a merc, and he's probably like, oh. So he probably is just a mercenary, and they probably make a Deadpool, and he's like, you know what, I like that name.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That was funny.
But I was like, wait, are you telling me Prime Deadpool is the only one that has a healing?
I thought so too.
Yeah, at first I was like, what? But then they all came back to life, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. But they also didn't do anything with the Hudson Deadpool was there because it was like, oh, Peter, yeah.
Yeah, and then they were just gone. There. I said, where'd they go?
Yeah, and then Peter walked down. None of Deadpools are there. I'm just like,
yeah.
What the hell's going on? Did they get pruned upstairs with everyone? Like,
I don't ever need to see that guy in a Deadpool suit again.
Oh, you don't want to look at his ball sacks no more?
I don't want to look at the balls, bro. That was
dude. Him and what's her face? He was pulling.
He was rizzing the shit out of her.
Agent 15 or whatever.
Yeah. He was rizzing the shit out of her.
She was like, "You look good in that suit." I was like,
I said, "Teach her out." I guess I'm not gonna yuck you out.
He was pulling. That was so funny.
Yeah.
They said, "What is happening right now?"
I really thought they were gonna kill Hugh.
Oh, you thought so?
Yeah.
It was possible. Yeah. It was.
I thought no, because then it'd be like, okay, he's gonna die every time he appears. He's done.
Right.
He's done.
Yeah.
And then when Deadpool like swerved, I was like, what the fuck?
That doesn't make any sense.
But then it
because I was like, they're not gonna kill Deadpool.
No, but then it made sense because he was like he used Happy's quote, and I was like, okay,
yeah.
Okay.
But like, that's why I fucked with it. I'm not doing it because I need to.
You know he's not going to die. He made the effort because like he knows he's going to die if he does it. But the movie is not gonna let him die.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why it was like, what are we doing here?
But then when you have Wolverine, and I was like, that's a super healing factor. You have two of the best healing factors in comics,
and they each only touched one of the things.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Like you have the best healing factor right now combined. They're not.
Yeah.
Or at least one's dying.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it'll probably be Hugh. But I'm happy he didn't, so that we could get that fucking touching ass ending.
Yeah.
I might have to go watch it again.
Might have to.
Yeah, I might have.
It's a solid movie.
Got to know why Thor was crying.
Yeah,
I know. Why was he holding Deadpool?
He was like, why was Thor crying?
I love the CG Loki out of it and put Wade in there.
Yeah.
Because I'm like that. We're not gonna pretend like that's not Thor the Dark
Loki.
That
was so.
He said, "Is that me? Is that me?
No, turn that up.
Yo, that girl that was working like for the TVA. Why was she so fine?
He was just sitting in the background.
The one who was like, he was like, oh, get rid of that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why is she so attractive?
Beautiful.
Oh my God. I got distracted. I was like, what am I here for again? Oh, I'm watching.
I was like, right. This is
I think there was like the scene where I don't know. It was like I think he brings Deadpool in there, and then he's like, oh, this is him. Like, sorry, he's not shirtless. And then like you go to her, she's like, upset about it. I'm like, that was funny.
That was funny.
Bro, the movie was.
And then when he showed us at the end, and they're all like,
the man is like 60 years old.
Shredded. That was insane.
Like, I don't know, man. Where do you think we go from here, though? Or obviously,
obviously nowhere because he's not making any more. I mean, they'll probably have like him do some cameos and other Marvel properties, but
the reason why I ask is because we're definitely not getting rid of Deadpool forever.
No.
So
you
he'll
can't
probably
at this
make
point.
guest appearances and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't think Hugh Jackman's necessarily done as Wolverine just yet.
Well, he's not. Because I don't know if you watched it. You know Hot Ones?
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, they did one together.
Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
And then Hugh Jackman was talking he's like, oh, this has been making forever. He was like, literally the moment I announced my retirement as being done. He's like, I got the call 3-4 days later about oh, do you want to do that? He's like, fuck, yes, I want to do that immediately, but I just went time to retirement. He's like, I'm gonna do that shit, doesn't matter. So he's definitely gonna do something else, but we don't know what Marvel's even gonna do at this point.
Right.
It's just a clusterfuck of shit right now.
Well, I mean, at the time we're recording this, today is.
Guess we'll find out today at Hall H.
Today is Comic-Con Hall H for Marvel.
Okay, true, yeah.
So we're gonna find out what Avengers 5 is gonna be titled and what the future plans are looking like. The reason why I say that is we're working our way to Secret Wars still at this moment. There is a chance that we can get Hugh Jackman and Tobey Maguire, the OGs, interact. I think that would be great. And then to have Wade go, holy shit! It only took 30 years to make this happen.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
I think that at this point, and
because he even did a little Spider-Man thing in the movie when he was
even add the Hulk in it too, and then you have Marvel's big three before the MCU.
Yeah.
I think that they need to do that, but Kevin Feige also said we are in the era of the X-Men, so we're going to be seeing, as he's wearing, X-Men. Bring back Daphne Keane as X-23. We don't need another male Wolverine. because it's gonna be hard to top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's Henry Cavill,
it's gonna be overly criticized by everybody.
Henry Cavill, though.
No, but even if it's Henry Cavill,
it's gonna be overly criticized because the fans love
I feel like
Hugh Jackman.
even if we bring her, it's gonna be like, oh, why would we even do this? Like, people are still gonna hate on that. Like, they're gonna find more ways to hate.
I don't think so, because she is a loved character in the comics right now. She is the Wolverine in comics.
Maybe.
So, plus, you can still have Hugh, and Hugh could just kind of be more of the mentor figure.
Yeah.
Because we don't. I mean, even though like Wolverine could live over 200 some odd years, we don't want Hugh Jackman looking like Liam Neeson,
80,
right,
doing this. So, like, if we're gonna do the X-Men, I'm assuming we're gonna do them young. Right, like youngish.
I would hope so.
So that we can get them for more.
Yeah. Until one of them is a criminal with recast.
Yeah,
yeah, that part.
Yeah. And then we get like, I think Daphne Keane is at the perfect age to be able to like start being a universe for the long haul. That's what I would love. We've done some fan castings of characters we would like to see. You know, give me Austin Butler as Gambit.
Okay.
All right. I don't know who I would cast as Cyclops. I can only think of Glenn Powell, but I could put Glenn Powell literally in everything.
Very true. He's been on a generational run lately.
I'm like,
he sure has. He's on the up and up right now.
I see him as Hal Jordan. I see him as this.
I could definitely see Glenn Powell as Hal Jordan. I can see that. I can see him doing that.
That's what I hope for. Because let's be honest, the MCU not been super great.
Nothing crazy.
There are characters that stand out, like Daredevil, Spider-Man, you know, I'll give Thor. But like eventually, I mean not Spider-Man, but eventually like these actors are gonna leave.
I mean, we look at like what is like the best recent Marvel movies, and it's been, we'll say Deadpool, that one just came out. We'll say Guardians of the Galaxy. We can include into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, we can include that one. What else was like remotely decent? Like,
really been it?
That was really the
nothing,
only
right? Like especially in the last couple of years, like maybe Ant-Man, you could maybe consider it. Like it was
no,
decent.
I wouldn't.
Ant-Man was decent, and then they ruined it with the ending.
Yeah, so it's like everything else has been pretty bad. What are we gonna do? Like, what's this next movie that is? What is the next movie that's gonna come out?
I'll throw Black Panther in there too.
Oh, Black Panther 2.
Black Panther
2 was solid.
But it wasn't like as like generational into like the whole MCU. It was more so like about like Black Panther itself and not like about the MCU as a whole.
I mean, true, but they did set up like they did like set up like people who like aren't big. Like Namor is huge.
Mm-hmm.
As well as set up that the world is coming for vibranium. That's a big plot point.
But I guess the point to like emphasize there, those are all like sequels and stuff of prior like movies that already have been established that are good. What's the new one that's going to come out, or like the new like Marvel or Avengers movie that's going to come out that's really going to take it and kind of make everything glue and just gel?
It might be Cap 4.
Maybe.
Because, like,
it looks solid.
It looks solid. Yeah. We're getting Red Hulk.
Yeah.
Right. But also the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Because the rumor is that they're searching for adamantium.
Okay.
So if there's adamantium, at some point we're getting that movie.
But yeah.
Or some
he will be there somewhere.
Some type of Wolverine.
As long as they explain it well.
Henry Cavill maybe?
Okay.
That'll be the time.
Or explain. But we're also getting the Sentry, which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's another Marvel Superman, but like one that's schizophrenic.
Okay.
So he's like super, like one of the best heroes, one of the worst villains. So like I feel like we have a direction, but like I don't really get multiverse saga from it. Like I'm not seeing anything that's giving us.
Like what's gonna set up Secret Wars?
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a movie before that, so
yeah. Well, yes, but like
Kang was setting that up, and now we're
and now we can't even.
And now we can't say that word.
There's only one person that I could see set up the multiverse. Two people. Reed Richards, Victor Von Doom. Because they're so fucking smart, they'll figure it out.
They'll figure that shit out.
I mean, and we have kind of Doctor Strange fucking with it a little bit, but like that's just that's an accident. But any closing points? I think.
I mean, that'd be cool if they did that.
I think that this has been the first Marvel movie that we've gotten like Chris Evans in some capacity, obviously, since obviously Endgame. So when's gonna happen for Robert Downey Jr.? when are we going to get him as something? Because he doesn't have the Iron Man. He could be a different variant or something. But
they can work that in the Secret Wars. Have it be
He'd probably be a
squirrel.
I know. I'm saying like
be a scroll.
Like, it was always Chris Evans and Robert Jr. were like out, not like they were like taboo at this point because like they're done. They're always Captain America and Iron Man. Like we're not going to bring them back for anything, but they did now with Chris Evans. Like,
especially because we have the scrolls too, so they can literally be like.
Yeah, someone posted saying, "Watch Robert Downey Jr. be casted as Victor Von Doom as an evil variant of Tony Stark." I said, "Please no,
no, thank you. I don't want that.
Please no."
It's tough because you really do see Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Like only Iron Man retires Tony Stark, I guess, but
no.
So who else could he be?
No. I don't need an evil variant of Tony Stark.
Give me a Victor Von Doom.
Yeah,
I'll be fine. I don't know, man. I'm really excited for Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I don't want it to be an origin story. I don't feel like we need another Fantastic Four origin story.
Do it, though.
Let it be. You know,
done with the twist.
Yeah, I think it would be cool if they. I mean, they don't have to set it up in this movie, but if they like tease that they're gonna set up like the Illuminati, that'd be kind of tough. Yeah, you got Reed Richard. Yeah, Doctor Strange, Reed Richard.
You don't have Tony Stark, but you can get Xavier because
because I
feel like they can set it up.
They can. Yeah.
I think. Let's see what today holds. But
crazy news.
Any wrapping points before I say hit the like, subscribe?
No, I think that
hit the like. If you like the video, hit the like, subscribe. Check out our socials. I will drop all of them, or Nick will drop all of them. Okay, clutch. I always drop this government. Yeah, we'll drop our socials, and if you disagree with us at any point, feel free. We kind of rambled for like 40 minutes, but
which was to be expected.
Yeah, which is a movie that we really fucking enjoyed.
Yeah,
like we didn't even. Yeah. Normally we talk for like an hour outside.
It was the theater.
Late. We were like, not even that. We were like, we'll save it for tomorrow. We'll save it for tomorrow.
We had to.
So if you enjoyed, know what to do. If you disagreed, comment down below. Curious what you guys' takes will be, and we'll do more of this. We just gotta wait for a project. Batman's coming. Batman is coming. A new cartoon show. I don't know if you're gonna check it out with us.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's Batman 2 weeks.
Stay tuned for that.
Oh, crazy!
Yeah, it's like he's fresh, and
2 weeks into the job.
You better start killing people then.
And then we have what else do we have coming out? I feel like there's something else.
Are we gonna do
Penguin?
Yeah, Penguin.
Yeah.
Creature Commandos.
He don't know what the.
He don't know what that is.
So, but stay tuned. At least Mr. Mushu and I will have DC content if this guy doesn't want to watch it. With all that being said, we're the Christmas podcast, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace.